Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about my reading strategy. So I've been trying to improve my reading comprehension and also just generally reading more challenging texts. So I've just finished reading Cicero's On Duties Book 2, which was part of the Penguins collection, and I'm reading it here on my Remarkable. And so why I like reading on my Remarkable is that I can take highlights. I can take highlights, and I can also handwrite notes. So I'll show you that. So what I've done here is I've completely removed the DRM on my Kindle books. I've transferred them over to my Remarkable, and there's a bit of hacking involved in that, mainly following instructions, but then that allowed me to free my ebooks and put them on whatever platform I want. So then I ran into, well, actually first I'll talk about how I read. So I like to take notes. I have a real hard time focusing and sticking at reading. I get really kind of antsy, and I'm like, oh, how many more pages are left in the chapter, and I get really antsy about it. So part of my solution to this has been a pomodoro timer, or really it's just a timer because pomodoro means tomato. But I set the timer for 15-20 minutes, and I do a sprint. So that way I'm not focused on finishing the chapter, because some of these chapters have 50 pages in them, and it honestly can take me a few minutes to read a single page because I'm not a particularly fast reader. So that I find really using the timer takes the pressure off me, and then I get to it and I bookmark it, and also I commit to myself to not touch my phone, not have any distractions while I'm reading, because in my mind it's a bit like doing a workout at a gym, a cardio workout at a gym. You're thinking, I've just got to push through this, got to do 15 minutes, and I've actually found I just read. I'm not anxious about. I'm not fidgeting about. I'm not anxious. Because I don't have that pressure of thinking, oh, I need to finish the chapter. And I've been finding that I've been just plugging away at it, and getting through the books. Okay, so then after I've taken my notes, my highlights, how do I get them off the Remarkable? So this is a big problem that I had, is where you can't get the EPUBs onto the Remarkable, and it's a great reading experience on the Remarkable. But previously, when I was using Kindle, I was getting the highlights out of the Kindle using a product called Readwise. Can't do that with the Remarkable. So I did a lot of research, and my timing just turned out to be really good. So I purchased this product, unofficial product, called RCU, Remarkable Utility, RCU. I forget what the C stands for. But anyway, it's a desktop product that allows you to do all kinds of things on your Remarkable, actually back it up, download things, upload things, and it's really good for people whose workplace, for example, won't let them connect to any cloud services, because this is entirely done locally. So if you want to turn your Remarkable into a local device, it's really good. But to be honest, I don't care about that. All I cared about was one functionality of this app, which was the ability to export out your EPUBs as PDFs. The problem is you can do this just in the Remarkable, but when they come out as PDFs, they come out flat, which means that none of your annotations or anything are there. They're there as in that they're highlighted on the page, but if you were to kind of filter the PDF, it's got no comments on it, it's got no annotations if you try to look at it in software. So there's no easy way to export out your highlights. So I tried using this app, and it allows you to export out your highlights, a PDF that has those highlights as annotations. So that was the first win, but it still wasn't great. But very luckily for me, the guy who creates the app released an update, and the update allows you to export out your snapped highlights as a text file, and so that was perfect for me, because now I can export out my highlights from a book. I clean them up a bit in a text editor, then I copy them into Obsidian, where they're part of my second brain and they're searchable. Then I go through Tiago Forte's method of progressive summarization. So this is where you get your highlights and then you go through them and you bold particular, because you're probably going to highlight heaps of stuff when you're reading the book. Then you bold the things that actually matter on the second read, then you go through it again, and you can use the in-app highlighter. So that's what I've done. And then if you really want to, like the final level of progressive summarization is that you summarize. So the idea is once I finish reading the book, I get the highlights out, I copy it into an Obsidian file, I then go through that process of progressive summarization, and then if it's a book I really care about, like for example, On Duties probably is one like that, where I might then start writing some of my own thoughts on the page and go through that process. So I'm really happy that that this app was updated, because it really allows me to use my Remarkable in the way that it's really liberated and allowed me to use it the way that I want. So anyway, that's an update on how I'm approaching reading at the moment, my active reading approach. All right, see you in the next video.